we're on our way into the north face, and I've been asked on occasion, why is there such a strong asymmetry between the north face and the Carn Mor Dearg side of the valley? And this is a glacial valley, so it's all been eroded by a glacier. Part of the reason is because that's the north face. So after the glacial maximum, the higher land was still contained a series of glaciers that were filling the corries. So being the north face, it was all in shade and the glaciers survived up there. On the other side, on the CMD side, that was in the sun, so the glaciers didn't survive, so you didn't get that erosion into the north face because that's the south face of the CMD. You had glaciers on the far side, on the north face of the CMD, so you should expect to see things over on the northeast side. Okay? But the other difference is that Ben Nevis is made of andesite, and andesite is a compact rock. It doesn't have strong lines of weakness, so you end up with a very strong rock architecture which is being produced by ice plucking out at that face. The CMD, Carn Mor Dearg, is granite. The clue is in the name. Dearg is red and the granite is red, so all of the Carn Deargs around here are part of the granite. And granite is weathers very differently. It's a very strong rock, and most of the weathering ends up happening along fractures that form as the granite cools. So those fractures were controlled hundreds of millions of years ago when the granite formed and cooled. If you think of somewhere like the cairngorms with all of the little cairns up on the top, well, the CMD is a little bit like that. If you go the far side of it, you've got the east ridge and it looks just like the cairngorms, and all of the weathering there is controlled by the spacing of those joint sets. So it's a very, very different style of weathering because the granite is controlled by the spacing of these joint sets, whereas the andesite is a very compact rock and it was actually controlled by ice fracturing and ice weathering during the later stages of the last glacial maximum.